Pastor Godfrey. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us this afternoon at Port Harcourt Wealth Summit 4.0, it's been an amazing time hearing from Reverend George Izunwa, and we still have more for you. All you need to do is relax and enjoy it as it comes. At this point, I will be calling on the IT department. The IT department, are you guys active? To give us the profile of our next speaker. The IT department, please. Let's run through the caliber of person we have in our midst. Let's showcase to the world who we have.
Olumide Emmanuel, popularly known as the Common Sense Guru, is no doubt one of the world's leading relationship experts, motivational speakers, and wealth creation agents. He is a man with multiple grace, whose influence transcends the religious sphere to the secular arena, with local and international awards to his credit. He is a best-selling author of over 50 books, both from self-published platforms and world-renowned publishing houses. His books are well celebrated worldwide, 8 of which have been translated in other languages. He has shown that the power of the printed word can be far-reaching and preserved for generations. He is a Bible scholar, a role model, a creative thinker, a motivational speaker, a businessman, entrepreneur, wealth creation agent, leadership developer, counselor, resource person, church planter, consultant, and administrator. Olumide Emmanuel is a lover of God, an insightful teacher, preacher, and a man of impeccable integrity who believes in balance. He is the president of the Truth of Calvary Ministries globally and the overseer of a network of churches, including Calvary Bible Church, CBC, the Empowerment Assembly, TEA, Common Sense Assembly, CSA, and the Nest Church, TNC. He is also the president of the Ministers Forum International, MFI. To young people, he is a mentor. Among the unlearned, he is a teacher of common sense. Among the elderly, he is a phenomenon in the school of wisdom. He typically leaves his audience in awe and commands the respect of the learned. Olumide Emmanuel is loaded with all-round success with an executive master's degree in business administration from the University of Huddersfield in the United Kingdom, a real estate executive certificate with a special focus on capital markets, project finance, and business strategy from the prestigious Harvard Business School in the United States, and a doctorate in entrepreneurial leadership. He is the host of the School of Money, Wisdom for Winning, and Common Sense is Not Common broadcast, with millions of followers in addition to many other laudable shows on his Common Sense television platform. He is the executive director of the Entrepreneurship Academy, T, and Success Business and Leadership School, SBLS, both platforms where a new breed without greed entrepreneurs and kingdom ambassadors are being empowered and released for marketplace dominance. He is the host of numerous seminars, summits, and conferences, which includes the School of Money, Wisdom for Singles, Wisdom for Couples, Matrimony Summit, the New Rules of Love Summit, the Ministers Conference, Kingdom CEO Summit, etc. He is on the board of many businesses and organizations, while he directly manages some of them, including Common Sense Group, where he serves as the chairman. He is also the CEO of the group, with subsidiaries in sectors such as real estate, oil and gas, travel and tours, publishing, media, consulting, training, and seminar. Through the Olumide Emmanuel Ministries, he trains and mentors a new generation of kingdom ministers and ministries. He is married to Honorable Chief Mrs. Adenike, a kingdom minister, politician, and businesswoman, and they are blessed with 3 children, Precious, Samuel, and Enoch. Let's make welcome Olumide Emmanuel.
With a standing ovation, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for.
Okay. Hello, billionaires. Hello, billionaires. Now I want you to go and greet two people very well. Say, hello, billionaire. Go and greet two people. Hello, billionaire. Hello, billionaire. You have to be greeting yourself very well. Hello, billionaire. Okay, you're welcome. Please be seated. What a joy to be here again this year for Port Harcourt Wealth Summit 2025. It's been a journey since this summit started, and we're so grateful for the many testimonies that we have had. Many people have become landowners. Many people have become empowered for wealth creation. Many people have joined as partners through the realtorship platform, and together we are going into the wealthy place. I'm so confident that today somebody's story will definitely change. There are many of you listening to me right now. By the end of this year, you will look back at today and you'll be grateful that you came. I want to especially appreciate my son, Pascal, and the entire team at Theranos for the amazing work that they are doing. And over the years, we have seen Theranos grow from one level to another. And I say to you, Pascal, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. So if you have not done business with us, welcome to doing business with us. We had an amazing event in Lagos on Thursday, and 5 people came to Lagos from Port Harcourt for that program. And when some of them introduced them, I said, I'm coming to Port Harcourt this week. They said, we didn't know, we will travel back. And I saw 2 of them today. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you. I especially appreciate you. And flying back this morning just because of this. May the Lord honor you. So if you have been to our different events, you know that every time I go around, I like going around with my materials, because I believe very strongly that if you know better, you will do better. And no matter how many hours we spend together, there are many things that we need to share that we may not be able to share because of the brevity of time. So if you can't visit the bookstand and get any of these books, The Pathway to Wealth. The Pathway to Wealth is the first book that I wrote on wealth creation, and it deals with biblical economics and shows you how to create wealth. Very, very powerful book. And then came the School of Wealth Creation. It's called the School of Money. This is the Money Bible. It's the Bible of wealth creation. It's a book that teaches you how to make, manage, and multiply your money, and serves as a blueprint for entrepreneurship. And then we have the latest one. It's called How to Create Wealth as a Career Person, the Entrepreneur's Guide to the Wealthy Place. And if you are a salary earner, you are a career person, you need to get that book. It will be a tremendous help to you. After the events on Thursday, I've received testimonials from different people. And one of the testimonials I received is from someone that is still a salary earner, but by virtue of what they have learned, he started a side business, which is called the business of his career. And he sent me an email yesterday that last year alone, they did a turnover of 800 million. And he's still a salary earner. He's still a salary earner. And he said from that business, the profit he made this year, he has now started a pure water factory for the wife. This is a salary earner. Tell your neighbor, everybody is not a thief. If you know better, you will do better. So get these materials. Then this one is called 50 Common Money Mistakes to Avoid. 50 Common Money Mistakes to Avoid. There are a lot of mistakes that people make that keep them in the poverty streets. You can come out. This is called How to Increase Your Value in the Marketplace. Today's market is a very, very competitive market. Your values determine your value. as long as you remain valuable to the market, money will continue to flow. Get that, it will bless you. And then this is called 50 things you should never take for granted. 50 things you should never take for granted. Many of us take a lot of things for granted, and we wonder why we are not seeing the result we are supposed to see. Now, every book, I've written over 100 books, and out of all the books I've written, there are 7 of them that deals majorly with wealth creation, and we have a lot of audio programs on wealth creation. So if you get this wealth creation master pack, this wealth creation pack has all the books I've written on wealth creation and all the audio modules on wealth creation. And if you want to be a man, a woman, or a family that does real estate, then we have what we call the real estate pack, and we have the global real estate executive bootcamp. These are courses and modules that we use to train people to go into real estate business or real estate investment. So you can go to the back there and get the pack. It comes with a massive manual, and it also comes with mentorship. So once you go through that real estate master class or global real estate executive bootcamp, you are able to plug into the mentorship, and you can start your own journey of creating wealth through real estate. I will look forward to seeing you at the top. Now, lift up your voice and declare 1 billion. 1 billion. Say 1 trillion. 1 trillion. You need to be mentioning it so that your mind can capture it, so that it will not look like an impossibility. Because some of you are sitting there here today. Very soon, you will be counting 9 zeros, 12 zeros. Now, I want to talk to you very briefly on what I've simply entitled, How to Make, Manage, and Multiply Your Money. How to make, manage, and multiply your money. The first step in creating wealth is making money. No one can ever become wealthy without making money. When you begin to make money, then you have started your journey towards the place of wealth, because everyone on earth makes money, no matter how small. But the reason why many people make money and they are not able to become wealthy is because they just stop at the point of making money. They have not been able to understand how to manage the money in order to multiply the money. So the distance and the difference and the gap between those who make money and those who multiply money is their ability to manage it. And that's why today I want to take you on those 3 steps very briefly: how to make money, then how to manage money, and then how to multiply money. But one thing that I've come to realize is that there are a lot of people in our world today that are not able to move on the journey of life because they are being held down by the negatives of life. There are many people that are not able to move forward because something is holding them down. And when it comes to making money, one of the reasons why many people are not able to make money that they can manage well and multiply is because they have submitted themselves to making money in the wrong way. So I want to share with you how not to make money. There are 5 ways not to make money. If you are making money in any of these 5 ways, then your possibility of creating wealth is going to be limited. Number 1, you don't make money by stealing, cheating, or fraud. You don't make money by stealing, cheating, or fraud. There are people today that are armed robbers. There are people today that are thieves. There are people today that defraud people. And at the end of the day, when you look at their lives, you realize that nothing has changed. Show me an armed robber that has transgenerational wealth. Show me a thief that has been able to thief and then their grandson will still be thieving. Show me any man or woman that is a fraud and they were able to transfer the fraud from one generation to the other. So Makiato Kalia, show me a grandmother that is a prostitute and handed over the trade to a daughter that is a prostitute and handed over the trade to a granddaughter that is a prostitute. Stealing cannot be transgenerational. You cannot be a thief or a fraud or a cheat and create wealth. That is not how to make money. Number two, you don't make money by begging or borrowing. You don't make money by begging or by borrowing. There are many people today, urgent 2K, should I send my account number? Or guy, your guys are loyal. All the people that are at that level of begging, they remain beggarly. Listen and listen well. If all you want to do is to beg to make money, if all you want to do is to borrow, you borrow money today, then you borrow from somebody else to pay the one you are borrowed, and you are borrow. You cannot create wealth by begging or by borrowing. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, are you a thief or are you a beggar? So number one, you don't make money by stealing, cheating, or fraud. Number two, you don't make money by begging or by borrowing. Number three, you don't make money through lottery or betting. You don't make money through lottery or begging or betting. A lot of people today are victims of betting. Have you noticed that every betting site is always located among poor people? When they want to open their betting office, they don't open it where rich people are, because they know that the rich know better. They open it where poor people are, because they pry on the greed and the ignorance of the poor. Listen and listen well. Everyone is deceiving themselves that there is no money in Nigeria. Yes, CBEX came to Nigeria. In less than 1 year, they collected over $1 billion. Every one of you that were victim of CBEX, sorry for your loss because of your foolishness. Listen and listen well. When you submit to lottery and you submit to betting, who will you show? How many people do you know that can show you to say, oh, I made money in MMM, or I made money in Wonder Bank, or I made money in CBS, and that is what I used to settle my generation? It does not work like that. So help me ask your neighbor, CBS catch you? So you don't make money by cheating, by fraud. You don't make money by begging or by borrowing. You don't make money by doing scams and doing all this Ponzi scheme and betting and playing lottery. It does not work like that. Go and Google it. Go and research it. Lottery winners don't create wealth, because any money you don't have the wisdom to make, you will not have the wisdom to manage. Any money you don't have the wisdom to make, you will not have the wisdom to manage. Number four, you don't make money by marriage. You don't make money by marriage. Unfortunately, our world has become so depraved. Unfortunately, we now have a group of women that are useless, valueless in our world, and all they are looking for is a rich man to marry. And when you ask them, what are you bringing to the table? They say, I am the table. If you are the table, table your destiny. A lot of women today have nothing to offer. Listen and listen well. Wealth is not sexually transmitted. That you are married to a rich man does not make you rich. If you are married to a rich man, you are a poor woman married to a rich man. So you don't make money by marriage. But do you know there are a lot of stupid men today, visionless men, HIV positive, having insufficient vision, that are looking for daughters of rich men, that are looking for women that have money so that they can enter them to go and collect their money. Shame on you. So you need to understand that you don't make money by marriage. So if entering into a rich family to go and marry their daughter, or entering into a rich man's life to become his wife is your vision, you have no vision, you are confused. Number five, you don't make money by inheritance. You don't make money by inheritance. If you are waiting for your father to die so that they can hand over inheritance to you, you are waiting for your mother to die so that you can inherit them. That is the same thing that your children will do to you, because what you sow, you will wear. What you sow, you will reap. So if you are waiting for somebody to die, that means you have paused your life, you have paused your destiny, and you are waiting. So you don't wait for inheritance. When inheritance come, or if it ever comes, it should come to be added to the money you have made by yourself. Because if they hand over an inheritance to you that you don't know how to make, you will not know how to undo it. There are many people today that have inherited the wealth of their fathers, the wealth of their predecessors, and today everything they inherit, they sold. Everything they inherit, they sold. So you don't wait for inheritance. So how then do I make money? There is only one way to make money. You make money by working. You make money by what? By working. You are either working for yourself or you are working for somebody else. My father worketh hitherto, and I work. Work while it is day, for the night cometh when no man can work. He that will not work, let him not eat. I will bless the works of your hand. Somebody ask your neighbor for me, are you working? Are you working? Are you a worker? Now today we have given you an opportunity here. If you don't have anything substantial that you are doing, join the Terrenos Realtors. Come on board. Let us onboard you as a realtor. Your commission alone will be more than the salaries other people are making. So you cannot be in this world and tell me that you don't have anything you are doing. No. You must work, because the only way to make money is to what? To work. So you are either working for yourself or you are working for other people. There are three things we call the portals of wealth creation. Portals of wealth creation. Number one is the career portal. So you are either a career person and you are working in your career as an entrepreneur and you are earning an income doing that. Number two is the entrepreneurship portal. You are an entrepreneur offering quality, valuable products and services to the world that is meeting their needs, and then you make money through that. Or number three, you are an investor. You are sending money on assignments so that the money will come with a return. So you must work to make money. And one of the things that you need to understand is that when you work and you make money, you need to now continue to think of all the different things you can do to increase the money you make. That is the step one. What do you do to make money? What do you do to make money? I can't hear you. So lift up your voice and declare, I will walk. And my walk will work for me. Say it again, I will walk. And my walk will work for me. Now once you have made the money, making money is not enough. Any fool can make money. Making money is not enough. But after you have made the money, what do you do with the money? It is not how much you make that matters. It is what you do with what you make that matters. There are people that make 2 million every month. They are still tenants. There are people that do 500,000 a month. They are landlords. There are people that make 850,000 every month. They don't have a roof over their head. They are squatting in somebody else's official coffin, official accommodation, official coffin, official car. But somebody else is earning 200 and they have a plot of land and they self-contained. So it is not how much you make that matters. It is what you do with what you make. So that brings us to point two, managing your money. The ability to effectively manage what you have is what determines whether you can multiply it. A lot of people are making money, but as they are making the money, they are wasting the money. As they are making money, they are mismanaging the money. As they are making the money, they are messing up the money. And instead of causing the money to work for them, they waste the money and they lose it all. Listen and listen well. There are only three things you can do with money. Somebody say three. I can't even say three. There are three things you can do with money. Number one, you can waste it. Number two, you can spend it. Number three, you can invest it. Repeat after me. Waste, spend, invest. Say it again. Say waste, spend, invest. Foolish people waste money. Average people spend money. Wise people invest money. Foolish people waste money. Average people spend money, wise people invest money. So help me ask your neighbor, say, neighbor, are you a fool? Are you average? Or are you wise? Ask the neighbor again, say, neighbor. Say, neighbor. Neighbor, are you a fool? Are you average? Or are you wise? So if you are going to become wealthy, once you make money, manage it well. Money is not for spending. If all the money you make you spend, you are spending your future. So when you make money, you need to understand that for every money you make, a portion of that money does not belong to you. Money is tripartite. Money is a spirit, money has a soul, and money lives in a body. Repeat after me. Money is a spirit, money has a soul, and money lives in a body. Number two, money has a past, money has a present, and money has a future. So every time you make money, until you break that money into three portions, you can never become wealthy. Number one, a portion of that money belongs to your past, to take care of the bills that you have already incurred. Number two, a portion of that money belongs to your present, to take care of your ongoing obligation. Number three, a portion of that money belongs to your future. It's called savings and investment. Every time money comes into your hand and you don't divide it into that three portions, you can create wealth. Now listen, a portion of every money you make belongs to your future. When you eat every money you make, you have also eaten your future. So looking for a witch, look into the mirror. Because every time you eat your future, what is that? Witchcraft. If you eat your children, are you not a witch? So if you eat your future, that's witchcraft. Now listen and listen well. There is nothing called future. The future is a concept. The future is an ideology. Today is yesterday's future. Today is the tomorrow you spoke about yesterday. 10 years ago, you said your future is bright. 10 years later, how far? Is it bright? So you see a lot of people, they make money, but instead of them to use the money to do the right thing, they are wasting the money. They are buying bag and shoe to match. Yeah, their destiny is not matching their bank account. They are buying bone straight, their life is not straight. Fixing nails, fixing eyelashes, fixing hair, they are not fixing their life. You see a lot of young men with 3 answers like a 419. Yet they don't have any investment in any of the telecom industry. They are going to the gym, bearded gang, 6-pack, deceiving sisters all over town. Yet they don't have 6 plots of land. They have 3-piece suit, they don't have 3-story building. Listen and listen well, it's time for your story to change. 6-pack without 6 figure. You can't continue to waste money buying things that you don't need to impress people that you don't love. So many people don't know how to manage money. So they end up wasting the money. They end up spending the money. And 5 years later, 10 years later, nothing is changing. Do you know that there are many people in our world today, unfortunately some in this hall, the only thing that has been growing in your life is your age. That's all that has been growing. But guess what? By this encounter today, and the decisions you are going to make, I'm happy to announce to you, your story has changed. Congratulations, because your story has changed. You are going to make decisions today to be a realtor. Decisions today to be an investor. Decisions today to buy into the opportunities that we are giving you. And 5 years from now, 7 years from now, you will look back at Wealth Summit 2025 and you'll be glad that you came. So how do I manage money? You manage money by budgeting. Someone say budgeting. Someone say budgeting. How do you make money? How do you make money? How do you manage money? You manage money by budgeting. What is budgeting? Budgeting is a financial management mechanism. Budgeting is a financial management mechanism that helps you to be able to manage your income and your expenditure for the achievement of your financial goals. Budgeting is a financial management mechanism that helps you to what? To manage your income and your expenditure towards the achievement of your goal. Why? Once you understand budgeting, when you begin to make money, you will manage it in such a way that your income is well managed. Because once your expenditure is greater than your income, upkeep will become your downfall. Say neighbor. I can't say neighbor. Once your expenditure is greater than your income, your upkeep will become your downfall. So what budgeting does is that as income is coming, budgeting helps you to allocate them appropriately. So it's okay, this one is for savings. He said, this one is for investing. This one is for my transportation and upkeep. This one is to pay all the bills that I've already incurred. When you don't have a budget, you will continue to spend and waste money, only to get to a point and discover that you have nothing to show for your labor. That is why a lot of people, all the money they have made all their life, they have nothing to show for it. Why? Because they are forever spending and they are forever wasting. So listen, minimum of 30% of all the money you make does not belong to you. So say it again, 30% of all the money I make does not belong to me. I have only authority over 70%. So what does that mean? When money comes into your hand, so if you get 100,000 right now, only 70,000 is your own. If you get 1 million right now, only 700,000 is your own. Why? 30% does not belong to you. The first 10 is your tithe. The second 20 is your savings and investment. So if you tithe 10 and you save 20, you are left with 70. And that is how you manage your resources, by ensuring that you are saving consistently. Because what you save today will save you tomorrow. If you don't save, you are not safe. So in financial management, you manage your money by budgeting. And once you're able to budget effectively, you will have enough money saved. Why? Because savings is not an investment, but savings is required for investment. You need to have money saved so that you can take advantage of opportunities. Today now, we are going to be offering you a lot of land cheaper. We're going to be giving you discount on a lot of locations. Today, we're going to be making a lot of offers available to you that you need to plug into. But if you don't have any money saved, how will you be able to take advantage of it? So you make money by what? By working. Working for yourself and working for others. You manage money by what? By budgeting. Let's go to number 3. Number 3, multiplying your money. How do I multiply money? You multiply money by investing. Somebody say investing. Somebody say investing. So you multiply money by investing. Listen and listen well. Savings is setting money aside for a purpose. Investing is sending money on assignment for a return. Now say it loud and clear. Savings, I can hear you, is setting money aside for a purpose. Investing is setting money aside, sending money on assignment for a return. Say it again. Say savings is setting money aside for a purpose. Investing is sending money on assignment for a return. So you need to save so that you can invest. So the way to multiply money is not by putting it in the bank. The way to multiply money is not by putting it under your pillow. The way to multiply money is not by locking it up in the wardrobe or in the ceiling. The way to multiply money is sending that money on assignment for a return. You invest the money. You send the money on assignment. You put the money into the acquisition of an asset that produces cash flow, or into an investment that produces return. So look at these two things. Every time you have put money together and you want to multiply that money, look for an asset. Lock the money down in an asset that will continue to appreciate in value and produce cash flow. Every time you have saved money, number 2, look for an investment that when you put the money inside, it continues to produce return. That is how money is multiplied. As I stand before you right now, there are lands that we have bought for 50,000 naira that have become 15 million. There are lands we have bought for 200,000 that became 40 million. There are lands that we have bought for 70,000. Right now, I'm in discussion. This morning, I still spoke to my engineer, how far with the investigation you are doing on that CFO. He said, because of the holiday, by Monday we'll hear from them. Why? I'm presently negotiating a land that we bought for 70,000 Somebody is about to sell land in the same place for 40 million. Hello? On that same street, I have 3 plots of land. On that same street, our church have 16 plots of land. On that same street. When the church bought it, it was 70,000. When I bought my own, I bought for 500,000 per plot. Now, on the same street, 40 million. So imagine now that when you were getting married 15 years ago, instead of doing wedding and doing 3-story building of cake, even though you don't have 3 tiers of wisdom, you put the money in 3 plots of land. Do you know where you will be by now? You were wearing wedding gown that was so long, your ignorance was longer than the wedding gown. You were cooking rice, you were killing goats, killing chicken, killing fish to feed people. Both the people you fed and you are both fed up now and hungry. Why? If you have spent the money and send the money on assignment, today, the land you bought yesterday can land you in a better place today. So you invest. Now today, we are giving you another opportunity. I have seen people that could have bought land that didn't buy, they bought phone. Today, they can't phone a friend, even though they bought a phone. There are people that in the days of BlackBerry, instead of them to buy a plot of land, they bought BlackBerry. Today, their life is black and berry. Listen and listen well. You want to multiply money? Invest. So as tenors begin to unfold offers today, plug in immediately. Buy what you can buy. Lock down what you can lock down. You know why? What you buy today will sort you out tomorrow. Because a city today was a village yesterday. A village today will be a city tomorrow. You don't wait to buy land. You buy land and you wait. So you want to become rich? You want to become wealthy? You want to create wealth? Make money by working. Manage money by budgeting. Invest money and multiply money by investing. Now repeat after me. I will make money. I will manage money. I will invest money. And I will become a testimony of Wealth Summit 2024. So you are following. Okay. So listen and listen well. I close now because I want to take questions and then we'll. Now listen. If you are sitting down here today, look at where you are sitting. Is there anybody sitting on top of you or under you? Nobody. Why? Because as big as this all is, everybody that came in here have a portion. And wherever you are sitting now, nobody else can sit there because that is your portion. Until you stand up from that place, nobody can occupy that place. That is the same way the earth is. When this earth was formed, the same size of the earth is still the same size of the earth. When there were 2 people on earth, it's the same size. Now we have over 8 billion people on earth, it's the same size. But guess what? There is a portion that belongs to you. There is a portion of this earth that belongs to you. If you don't have it, it is either in somebody else's hand or it is still vacant, waiting for you to take possession. So why don't you have a plot of land to your name? Your grandfather worked in Nigerian Railway. Your father worked in Nigerian Airways. Now you are in 9 posts. It's not a generational curse, it's a generational choice. Your grandfather was a tenant. Your father is a tenant. Now you are a tenant. You can change the story. It's not a generational curse. The reason why people are called landlord is because until you have a portion of the land, people will lord it over you. So instead of people lording it over you, you can become a lord of your land. So think about it. If everyone on earth is supposed to have a plot and you don't have it, that means your plot of land belongs to somebody else or it is vacant. So we are welcoming you today into the best investment you can ever make in your life, real estate investment. Real estate is the only investment that is real. There is no business on earth. Every business on earth is a real estate business. So if you are not in real estate, you are not in business. You say, no, sir, I disagree with you on that basis. I'm a teacher. I'm into education. I don't do real estate. The school and the classroom, is it not real estate? Is the hostel not real estate? He said, no, I'm a politician. I'm into governance. Hello? Is the Parliament House not real estate? Is Aso Rock not real estate? White House not real estate? Number 10, is it not real estate? He said, no, I'm a medical doctor. I'm a pharmacist. Is the hospital not real estate? Is the pharmacy store not real estate? He said, no, I'm into hospitality. I'm a restaurateur. I do restaurant. Is the restaurant not real estate? Is the hotel not real estate? He said, no. You see, no, I don't agree with you because I'm actually a man of God. I'm a man of God. Is the church not real estate? Is your camp not real estate? He said, no, I'm into IT and software. Where is your tank farm? Where are your servers? Is it not in a real estate? He said, no, I'm into transportation and all the road you are moving on. Is it not real estate? The seaport, is it not real estate? The airport, is it not real estate? The car park, is it not real estate? So there is no business on earth that is not a real estate business. So if you are not in real estate, you are not in business. So I welcome you today to Theranos Real Estate Portfolio. Come on board to a platform that can help you to own a portion of the earth so that you can join us and become a landlord. And after now, nobody will lord it over it and lord it over you because you will get your portion. God bless you.
Please
put your hands together for our guest speaker, Dr. Emmanuel Olumide. At this point, we will be entertaining some questions for him. We've learned a lot for the past 40 minutes, and it's time for him to really know if he was really teaching, and if we were following. Ladies and gentlemen, still the fourth edition, the fourth year in a row of Port Harcourt Wealth Summit. Please put your hands together for yourself. All right, we'll be taking 5 questions and we move on to the next on our program. Number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, OJ, let's go. Number 1. Please, let's be snappy with our questions. Thank you. The mic, please.
All right. Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Please, I have an issue. I went on with a real estate company and on a pay small issue, and I have given them like 30% or 40% of the arranged money before I had financial downcast. And people were telling me, go and collect the money. I told myself, I can't take that money back. Please, sir, what I'm asking now, because when I went back to them, they told me the price of the land have multiplied like 2 times plus. I'm just saying whether to take my money back or should I continue to go on with the arrangement, because some people are telling me take your money back and spend it.
All right, thank you for the question. Over to you, sir. Okay, number 2, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to say thank you for the teaching. I have 2 questions, and the first question is, after investing your money in a stock or in an asset, when do you know when to resell it to maybe reinvest it to something else? Because you might invest something like we know the likes of Omo, when they were there, you say, okay, Omo has a future, and probably there's something, maybe the economy is not favorable to them, and probably you left your money and it now is done. So how do you know? Because they will say be a long-time investor. And for the second question is on your tithing. For example, you're a career person. How do you put your 10% probably? Let me say you're working at a.
Hello. Thank you for that question. Thank you. Please, over to
okay,
the next.
For your tithing.
He did not talk about tithing, did he?
Yeah, he said something about tithing.
It's okay.
Yeah. So I want to know that, are you supposed to remove your transport, your expenses before you put your tithing?
Okay, the next question, please. Let's make it snappy.
My name is Adokie Austin Samuel. My question is this, sir. I have a building about 20 years ago, but where that building is, it cost me 1/4, in short, more than half of the income from that building to maintain the building because of the environment. Now somebody come to buy the plot of land. Sir, my question is, I intend to sell it out and use the money to buy a land where I will not be investing so much for the maintenance. Can I sell it, sir? Because the offer is very good, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
question,
only
please.
at the summit you get to understand the power of answers. And today in our midst, we have the CEO of Commonwealth. Please, let's go ahead. Go ahead.
I am Legacy Olua. So my question is this. You said money is tripartite, in the sense that money is a spirit and with a soul that lives in the body. And over the years, I've come to realize that man is also a spirit with a soul that lives in the body. So I want to really understand that concept, please. Thank you.
All right, at the back there. And back, and back, and back, and back. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Sir, please, I want to ask, is mortgage financing advisable? For example, you're given an opportunity to buy a property, maybe a house, and you're given a mortgage financing of 15 years payment plan. Looking at the 15 years and the interest, maybe 7% per annum, is equivalent to the cost of the house. So I need an advice in this area because there are opportunities I'm having in that area as well. Thank you.
All right, I have a question here. If I don't have so much money to buy land, is there any way Terranus can accommodate me? At this point, I give back to our father, Dr. Emmanuel Olumide.
Okay, so let's look at the questions. Question 1, real estate price change. Now, please listen. Real estate price will never reduce. It will continue to increase. You bought from a company, you signed a contract, and you defaulted in your payment. Once you have defaulted, that contract is void. Now you have come back to them to say, I want to continue. It's unfortunate that you had a crisis. But when you are owing a bank, whether your father died, your mother died, your wife has miscarriage, you are still owing bank. So when it comes to the world of finances, emotion and sentiment is inconsequential. So they are now telling you that the land has doubled. If they tell you the land has doubled, that tells you the possibility of that land. So my advice for you will be to negotiate with them. To say, look, I understand, but you know that I started at that time. Give me a special concession so that I can still pay. Give me time to pay. Give me more discounts. Because you can never go wrong buying a genuine land. It will always appreciate. So whatever they tell you to pay, negotiate and pay. Because if you don't pay today, if you come back in 1 year's time, 5 years' time, the thing will continue to double. But if you pay now, you'll still be able to make your money back. So negotiate. Number 2, when is the time to sell stocks? What was your reason for buying the stocks? There's a difference between stock trading and stock investment. When you are a stock trader, it means you are buying low, selling high. Buying low, selling high. When you are a stock investor, it means you are buying to gain equity and lock down for continual wealth. There are people that have bought stocks of blue chip company, credible company, and they have not sold it for 50 years. They handed it over to their children. So if you are a stock trader, then you buy low, sell high. But if you are a stock investor, you stay there for the long haul because you are trying to buy more until you can have a major equity share in that company. So if the company you bought into is having problem and you have realized that your money has appreciated, then you can sell. But don't ever sell an investment without replacing it with another investment. So if you are selling that stocks, you better be buying another stock or be buying land, not that you are selling it to do burial. Number 3, do I tithe after all expenses as a salary earner? No. You tithe on your gross income, not on your net income. When you are an entrepreneur, it's the same thing with taxation. When you get your salary, they will tax you. It's called pay as you earn. But when you are a businessman, government does not tax you until you have deducted all your expenses. That is why there's a difference between a salary earner and a business person. So if you are a salary earner, any salary they pay you, you pay 10% of the total salary, not deduction. So to tithe on net is a gross misconduct. If you don't want to give, if you are not a giver, don't give. Let's know that you are disobedient. Don't play games with God. Number 4. I have a property I bought 20 years ago. The income, half of it I'm using to manage the property, and now I have a good offer. Sell. Sell it and use it to come and buy a property in a better place. Never sell real estate without replacing it with another real estate. Don't ever do that. Every time you sell a real estate, replace it with another one. So when you sell now, look for a better location. Because now, 20 years later, you are wiser, you are more experienced, and you can do better. So yes, if the offer is good, sell. Number 5, the trinity of money. Man is a spirit. Man has a soul. Man lives in the body because man is tripartite. Money is a spirit. Money has a soul. Money lives in the body because money is tripartite. Now, the spirit of money is called Mammon. Mammon. That's the central bank governor of the kingdom of darkness. Mammon is the spirit that controls your thoughts, your impulses, and your desires. That is why there are many things you don't desire until money comes into your pocket. You realize that the very minute you have money, many things you have never thought about, many things you have never desired will start coming up because Mammon takes over. The soul of money is value. So the value that money has in the market is called the soul of money. That's why currencies have different value in different markets. And we'll talk about market forces. The body of money is the currency. So money is universal, currency is geographical. If you are born in America and you are born in Europe and you are born in the Caucasian world, you will be a different skinned person. If you are born in Asia, your skin will be different. Why? Because your geography determines your intonation and your pigmentation. In the same vein, money is universal, but currency is geographical. Nigerian currency is naira. When you get to London, it's pounds. They have different colors. When you get to America, it's dollar. So the body of money is the currency. And those are the 3 dimensions. So is there a correlation between the 3 parts of man and the 3 parts of money? Yes, because 3 is very, very powerful. That's why we have God the Father, God the Son, God the Spirit. Morning, afternoon, night. Yesterday, today, tomorrow. 3 is the totality of every aspect of life. Number 6, mortgage finance. Is it advisable to get mortgage? Yes and no, depending on a lot of factors. When you have an opportunity to get mortgage, please listen. The mortgage industry in Nigeria right now is at its infancy. And if you have an opportunity to get a mortgage, there's what we call fixed mortgage and there's what we call variable mortgage. Fixed mortgage is a mortgage where your interest rate is fixed. So if you get a mortgage, for instance, now, and it's 7%, 9%, 11%, and it's fixed, it means that for the next 15 years, what you are going to be paying is fixed. But if you get a mortgage that is variable, it means that if the interest rate increases, what you'll be paying will increase. So if you are going to go into mortgage in Nigeria, number 1, make sure it is a fixed mortgage. Number 2, if you are going to get a mortgage in Nigeria and that mortgage is tied to your salary income. What do I mean by that? You are a salary earner and because you are working in a big company, they gave you mortgage, and they will be deducting it from your salary. If that is your situation, then don't do 15 years mortgage. The maximum you should do should be 5, 8 years, 10 max. You know why? If your salary is what you are going to use to pay, and you sign for 15 years, it means you cannot leave that office for the next 15 years. That means you are tying yourself down to that same company for 15 years. Because the day you resign, if it is tied to that company, they will say, since you don't have salary anymore, and we can no more deduct it from your salary, then something else will come, and they can change the interest rate at that point. So if you know that you are a salary earner, and that mortgage is tied to your salary where you are now, do mortgage that you know that within 5 years, you can pay. So you start looking for more money to pay off so that you can get out of that as soon as you can. But if, for instance, you are a businessman and you are an entrepreneur, and then it is your business that is going to be paying for that mortgage, then you can do your 15 years since it's fixed, and then you continue to grow. And finally, I don't have plenty money. Can Terenos help me with a payment plan? Yes, they are going to announce to you all the options that is available. So Terenos is going to help you. You can buy land from us, and you can pay instrumentally, and whatever amount you have, once the offers are being announced now, you look for where it's at. But you can go to the stand, meet any of our realtors, and talk to them on what you have so that they can see how they can curate something special for you. God bless you.
This is a question from more than 20 persons in this hall, and I can't just let it down. Sir, we're talking about real estate. We're talking about buying land. We're talking about getting investment for ourselves. How do I know that this land is genuine? The question is coming from this side. It's also coming from this side. How do I know a genuine land? Thank you.
Okay. When it comes to real estate, there are 4 or 5 indices of security. And then when it comes to purchasing, there are also what we call due diligence. So we say to people, investigate before you invest. So before you ever buy any land or real estate from anybody, first of all, investigate the person you are buying from. Because most of the transactions you do in the world that we live in, you have to buy into people first before you can buy into their products. So if you are here today now and they say Terenos, first thing is to say, who is Terenos? Who is the owner of the company? Who are the management? Who are the people they are seated with? Number 2, what's their track record? Have they done estate before? Have they sold to people before? Are there people that are bought from them? Did they deliver or did they deceive the people? How long have they been in business? So you do your due diligence on the company and on their track record. Once you have done that, whatever offer anybody is offering to you, the first thing that you need to do is documentation. If somebody tells you they have a land they are selling to you, ask them, what document do you have? The first thing they should be able to produce is to produce an MOU that they have with the owners of the land. So if they bought the land from a family, there should be a MOU or deed of assignment that shows that this family has sold this land to these people and they are paying the family. So you know that that's the lowest level. So they show you that. Then the next thing they can show you is a receipt that they used to buy the land from the family and pay. Then when they complete payment, the next thing they can show to you is a deed of assignment. Now, if they have done that, because sometimes you go and buy land from a family and they will not allow you to survey the land until you have finished paying them or you get to a milestone. So they may not be able to show you survey. And that's why if you are entering at that point, you have checked them, you trust them, you will buy the land cheaper. But that land you are buying cheaper, other people will buy more expensive when the documents are there. The next thing, which is now the first official document from the government, is called a perimeter survey. So they will now survey the land, and when you get that land, that is the first document that you can get from a real estate company that you can verify from the government. Every other one, you only verify from them and the company and the family. So if you don't trust them, then wait until you get a registered survey. But if you trust them, when they offer you a land and you trust them, then you can plug in at that elementary level because it will be cheaper at that point. Because your money will be part of the money they will use to build the estate. So you are plugging in cheaper. I give you an example. In December, we started a project. The day we signed the MOU, I sent out an email the same week to all the people in my database. And I said, we are starting a new estate. Oh, there is no document, there is nothing, but if you trust us, come and buy. It's 500,000 per plot. People trusted me, they bought. When we launched in January, we launched 60 days later at 1 million per plot. It is the money they gave me that I used to pay the family, that I used to pay the surveyor, that I used to do so. By the time I was launching in January, it was 1 million. Right now, we have entered May now. The land is 2.5 million. So somebody that trusted me in December, in November and December, already made 100% profits. But the one that said, no, I want to see documents, it's not a problem. You buy at 1 million. So that's it. Then the next document will now be whether they have a CFO or not. But for me, as an individual, the most important document in land for me is registered survey and deed of assignment. Deed of assignment means the owner of the land has handed it over to me. Survey means I've registered with government. I personally do not believe in CFO. I believe that CFO is a fraud. That's my personal belief. Why? Because when you don't have a CFO, you own the land forever. When you have a CFO, you reduce your ownership to 99 years. But many people don't know. So if you are not planning to go and borrow money, why do you need a CFO? You don't need a CFO. It's a fraud. Because of the Land Use Act that the Nigerian government has used to be collecting land from people. Once you have a registered survey with the government, the land is your own. So what are the indices of security? The indices of security in real estate is number one, documentation. Once you have a document for your land, you know that you have first locked down the first thing. The second indices of security is development. There is nowhere in Nigeria where you will leave a land vacant forever and you will not have problem. So once you have bought the land, start looking for how to fence and get it. The third indices of security is occupation, so that you can start occupying the land. Those are the things that will help you to secure the land. God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you so much, sir, for impacting in our lives on this edition. We're really happy to have you. We say thank you and hope to see you some other time.